Karen forces little vegetarian Brat to eat meat. Brat ends up in the hospital and Karen goes to prison.
This is the worst Veggie Tales episode I've ever heard.
That would be amazing if Karen just pulls up to Veggie Tales and it's just like, no Jesus
like
today.
To eat little tomatoes. No, you're not allowed to.
No, that's right. Drop the tomato.
Only meat.
Or maybe Bob wants to be eaten. If you
eaten
catch
out,
my drift,
baby.
In his little tomato
Bob's
cheeks.
Freaking dirty, dude.
Yup, dirty tomato.
It's like
the porn equivalent to Veggie.
Dirty tomato.
I couldn't do it.
I feel like that's what they would call like eating someone out like during their period. Like a dirty tomato.
That is disgustingly accurate. Disgustingly accurate. On that note,
we're here all week, people. Coming up with the Urban Dictionary.
That's right.
Definitions.
OKOP, Urban Dictionary.
Bro, actually reading some Urban Dictionary like definitions.
That seems very poor for your mental health. Very bad.
Did you ever make one? Like an Urban Dictionary?
One?
Yeah, did you ever make an Urban Dictionary?
No, I've never.
No? It's pretty fun.
I'll try it.
I have a couple on there back from my high school days.
Oh, I'm gonna search the webs and try and locate them. My friend and this Karen have a daughter, 7 female.
Oh, 7. The age of reason, according to Catholics.
B8.
Yeah, B8, dude.
God. Oh, the age of reason?
Yeah, age of reason at 7 is like when you can sin because like you're old enough to fucking sin.
Hell yeah.
Be bad, be bold.
And this incident happened during the girl's birthday in April.
Okay.
No April Fools. One of the guests, 6 female, according to my friend.
I love it's like, according to my friend, like, I don't freaking know. Allegedly. My friend's a freaking liar, compulsive liar. No one trusts Betty. Betty, the bucking liar.
Dude, Betty's bucking lies over here.
Dude, Betty hasn't said one true thing in her life.
Nope. She's a filthy fucking liar.
Yeah, she said she was a Sagittarius. Fucking Gemini. Classic Gemini.
Yeah, of course.
Two-faced.
Of course a Gemini would say they're a Sag.
Wait, aren't you a Gemini?
No, I'm a Cancer.
Cancer Karen.
Yeah. Shout out Cancer Karen gang. Let's go. One of the guests is 6 female, according to my friend, is the vegetarian daughter.
Okay.
Her family has been vegetarian since before she was born, so she has literally never tasted meat in her entire life.
Is it like a religious reason or just like we're trying to eat whole foods?
I think it's just good for the system type of vibes going on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess meat can be pretty bad for you at times.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm demolishing like a 4 or 5 pound Chipotle.
It's good for my tongue.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that good for my belly.
That's right.
Good for these muscles.
And in case you didn't know, this means that her stomach does not know how to digest meat. And in case she decides to stop being a vegetarian one day, she'll have to introduce it to her diet very slowly. And from what I'm told, the help of a medical professional.
Whoa, she's allergic to meat?
Basically, that's actually a hilarious way of putting it.
That's ridiculous.
Basically,
so this medical professional, like, what do they do? Is it just like giving you like a small portion of
I imagine
chicken,
it's like physical training,
people?
but for meat eating. Like, all right, we'll start you off, this exercise of 1 chicken nugget today.
Yeah. I'm just imagining like hands behind the back going like eating the chicken.
That'd be hilarious. Rocky, but it's eating
for
meat.
Eating chicken. Yeah. I mean, that's technically Rocky. Did you see how many eggs that man ate?
Bro is proteined the fuck out.
Dude, he was like drinking. When you're drinking eggs, that's how you know you're going to be buff. That's the montage. I was drinking eggs for a while.
Really?
Didn't work. Yeah. Remember I had my shakes? Just put in an egg.
Put eggs in there?
I put raw egg.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like 4.
Dude, that's disgusting. Did you just straight egg?
Well, no, there was other things mixed in there, but it was like
what
raw
would you mix with eggs?
Just like all the regular protein stuff. Like you got your protein powder, you got your
oh my God,
your spinach,
Jesus Christ.
You got peanut butter.
Yikes,
milk.
that is.
Hey, all right, wait, just think about it before you fucking get mad at me.
Eggnog, I'll drink eggnog.
Eggnog. Also, have you ever dipped your finger in like cake batter?
Oh yeah, but that's batter,
egg.
not like.
Yeah, but it's still delicious. Like you would drink batter.
Okay, I guess with the protein, I slightly see your point, but
exactly,
but no.
yeah, freaking shaming me for my egg consumption.
Hell yeah,
how dare you?
Egg shame for life.
Hey, where's our stylist?
You barbarian. Yeah, yeah. We're guys. We're the talent. Please. One day you will definitely see a OKOP episode with Sam getting his hair cut by whoever that guy is.
Oh,
your boy.
Oh, yeah, my boy.
Your boy.
I was thinking the guy that cuts hair on TikTok.
Oh no, I was thinking you have some barber that you love to go to.
Oh, Tell's Barbershop.
Yeah,
my boy.
Dude,
Andrew.
how could you forget?
No,
bro, Andrew.
And
Dude, you just did him dirty.
I know. I actually called him the other day, but I haven't gone. Anyway, back to the story.
Anyway, Karen promised the vegetarian mom that she would have a special dish for vegetarian daughter.
Okay, cool. So Karen's like complying.
Exactly.
Karen
so far.
compliance, which is never compliant.
Exactly. Karen was going to make a homemade pizza, so she said that she would make a special vegetarian one for the daughter.
Okay. Like, again, this sounds like it's all going swimmingly.
When vegetarian mom and daughter get to the party, Karen points out to the vegetarian mom the separate pizza, and she thanks her for her hard work, and everything was fine and dandy.
We love fine and dandy.
Going so great, but we know that's not the
Hey,
end.
gets Reddit, baby. Things get dark and depressing around every turn. It's like Grimm's fairy. We're doing the modern Grimm's fairy tales.
I don't even know what that is.
You know, so like every fairy tale that Disney has done is from like Grimm's fairy tales, which is like, it's like the X freaking rated version of the fairy tales where like everyone's getting murdered and spliced and like dissolved. And
how have they not come for Disney?
It's also like 1,500 years old.
Hey, I'm digging up them tweets from 3,000 years ago, boy. Watch out. Cancel King over here. Now the kids eat. And according to my friend, the vegetarian daughter ate all of her pizza without any issues. Apparently, she said that it tasted different.
Maybe it's just the cooking.
Maybe
it's just a little cooking.
But Karen told her that she used a special recipe for the dough, which was actually true.
Okay. So we're all chilling. We're all okay.
Now time passes, and vegetarian daughter complains of some stomach pains. Suddenly, she vomits violently and starts crying out for her parents.
Uh-oh.
Just like fire hose out the face hole. Bah!
Gross, dude. Well, what's that? You know that Family Guy clip where it's like,
yeah, everyone just starts like vomiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining
basically
right now.
That. Karen gets angry and yells, "What are you doing? Do you know how much that meat cost me? It was very good quality."
Dude, she's vegetarian. I thought you made her a special dish because she was vegetarian.
Dude.
And also, what the fuck? Being like, I can't believe you threw up that meat. Like, dude, the girl's dying over here.
Literally, like she's 70 years old and has no control.
I'm
whatsoever.
imagining the Karen like picking up the meat chunks and just like stuffing it back in the kid's mouth. Like,
I paid for this.
I paid good money for this.
Karen,
disgusting.
The guest made her admit that she put meat on the girl's pizza, and Karen said she did it to show that she is a spoiled brat.
Wow. Dude. Why? What?
God.
All right. Is someone's dietary restrictions really like your business?
Also, like that's the parents. Like if you're gonna insult anyone, which you shouldn't, but insult the parents because like she's the daughter. Like what choice does she? You know, like the guest made her admit that she put meat on the girl's pizza to show that she's just a spoiled brat. Aww.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Unfathomable. And this poor girl had eaten a lot, so everyone starts panicking.
I guess she really liked meat.
Dude, she likes the meat. They call the emergency number, and vegetarian daughter leaves in an ambulance while Karen is arrested.
Arrested?
Yes. She's going to jail for life.
You know, to be fair, if you put meat in a 7-year-old's mouth, you got to be arrested.
You got to literally serve for life.
You got to serve for life.
Vegetarian daughter needed a stomach pump and several days in the hospital because her stomach barely accepted any water.
Oh my God. I feel really bad for the 7-year-old. And I am so glad this Karen is going to jail.
Yes.
It's like so terrible. It's
Dude,
so terrible.
Like how could you do this to a little girl? Just insane. She eventually returns home, but has to limit herself to certain foods until her stomach's settled.
Like not meat.
Yeah, absolutely no meat whatsoever.
Gotta limit to one food.
Like,
one food
hot dog.
only. No.
Yeah, one hot dog and she's going to the big guy upstairs.
Yeah.
Like it's over for her.
Do
not take her to
gobbled.
Costco. One glizzy gobbler.
Done.
Cannot be gobbled. And according to my friend, the vegetarian daughter was also born with separate health problems, but we don't know if that's what caused the situation to be serious enough to require the hospitalization. This has never happened to anyone I know. So I don't know if the hospitalization is normal in this situation. I only knew about not being able to eat meat all at once because a friend who's an ex-vegetarian told me about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can all agree that this Karen is an absolute asshole, asshat piece of freaking work. Like, I mean, right. sure, maybe she thinks vegetarians are pretentious. Who doesn't? But
we all fucking hate them.
We
obviously.
hate vegetarians, and don't even get me started on the vegans. I think a valid critique of some vegans and vegetarians is they're like, oh, you eat meat?
Sometimes they can be preachy.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All the vegans and vegetarians I know are phenomenal people.
Same.
But there is that stereotype on the internet. They do exist. And I can understand that this Karen is like, okay, maybe she doesn't like vegetarians. But you cannot feed a kid. It's like the equivalent of like, hey, my kid can't have peanuts. And it's like,
literally,
yo, like I don't. It doesn't matter what the reason is. Like if the parent says they can't eat a certain food, either don't eat at their house, or don't give them anything. Like either don't give them anything or abide by those rules.
Literally, like. It's that freaking simple.
Yeah, this Karen goes straight to the clink.
Big deal. Which actually, speaking of which,
is there an update?
Oh, there's more to the story. The trial for Karen has just ended.
The trial for Karen, part 2.
Karen must pay a large, hefty compensation to the vegan daughter's family. She will also spend a long time in jail, as she has shown zero remorse for anything that she has done. So it sounds like she went to court and they were like, what do you have to say for yourself? And she's like,
I hate vegetarians.
I showed her that she's a spoiled brat. Oh, what's the issue? Like at
almost
least
kills this kid and still can't like have any grain of remorse. That's how you know you have a real Karen with clout on the stand,
dude,
because
truly.
like a Karen that really believes in herself,
because she could have saved herself and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah blah.
But she's like,
she stuck her. She's like the queen of Karens.
And then she's like to the judge, she's like, hey, you should, you're a dick bag too. You're pretentious too.
Oh my God.
When you judge the judge, that's how you know you're fucking up.
Yes. Oh, here we go. When the judge handed down the sentence, Karen shouted that everyone was against her for trying to give protein to a girl who desperately needs it because her parents are killing her.
Karen.
She's the savior.
You are literally killing this child with what you put in her mouth.
She went to the hospital.
Like,
how is that not killing her?
Yeah.
God.
What warped view of reality do you have?
My friend had a pretty terrible time at the party. Sounds like it. But the vegetarian mom hasn't talked to him and doesn't blame him, since it was shown that he didn't know that the Karen was going to do what she did.
Karens are freaking loose cannons, man. You never know what's going to happen with them.
He came back the morning of his daughter's birthday and has voluntarily submitted all communications he had with Karen at the time. Now that the trial is over, he is asking for divorce.
Wait, they were married?
They were married.
This is a turn of events, bro. You're married to this piece
Karen.
of fucking human garbage.
Holy shit. And he gave up evidence of his communications with his wife in court. That is
ex-wife.
Insane. Wow. Taking everything into account, Karen will not be entitled to anything in the divorce.
Perfect time to hit her with that divorce right after the lawsuit. Dude, Karen's life just went through the shitter.
All because she put freaking sausages on a pizza.
Isn't that?
I want to know, was it worth it? Was
put an
it
extra
worth it?
Pepperoni on the pizza worth jail time.
Bro. Like,
dude, it's
her
actually
marriage jail.
Like, it's kind of crazy, like how doing something that is kind of normal, but in a certain context can literally ruin your whole life.
That's like doxing or whatever, right? You could be typing and sending an email, or you could be typing to like dox and then the FBI shows up.
Or like making a bomb threat.
It's just a phone call.
Yeah,
it was a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
The daughter will still be a minor when Karen gets out of jail, but it's highly unlikely that she will be awarded any custody. She at most will receive visits at a safe point.
Wow, lost the right to her kid too.
Everything.
Shit. She lost everything, all for a little extra pepperoni.
Their daughter is now in therapy, and the poor thing is very confused. Her father has explained the situation to her, and she knows that it is not vegetarian daughter's fault and that her birthday was ruined. Apparently, entitled mom had done this to her brother before he became a vegetarian.
She really hates vegetarians.
Bro,
oh my God.
She just has... Maybe she's like a crusader against vegetarians. The difference was with him, he actually recognized the taste of the meat and immediately confronted her because he knew what meat tasted like. I hope Karen learns a lesson this time.
Damn. I mean, if she doesn't learn a lesson after literally everything being taken away from her, I don't know what else is going to do it.
Her husband, her daughter, her money, her freedom. She's in jail. Like
She got
literally all
so
for a pepperoni
wrecked.
pizza.
She got so wrecked, bro. Call Domino's because she's delivering those pepperoni pizzas straight to jail.
Dude, freaking life ruined in 30 minutes or less over here. Am I right?
He's right. He's right. Today I effed up by recovering my dad's sex tape from 15 years ago on an old handicam.
You know, sometimes you just gotta throwback Thursday. You know what I mean?
Hey, you learn from the best. You know, learn
true.
about your origins from when the origins started.
Hey, do you know what I mean? Know your roots. That's all I'm
your
saying.
roots.
That's all I'm
Learn
saying.
from the giants
Learn
that
from
came before you.
Learn from your dad's root.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big old root
Big old
swinging
root.
around. I was feeling nostalgic and thought of checking out old photos. So I took out some old cameras. My dad, in his prime 20 years ago, was fond of cameras. Yeah, he was in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 handycams. We were too poor to afford even one at the time, but he still managed to buy them. And I'm not sure if they actually called them handycams. I just remember that my dad used to call them that. So I found all 3 of those. They weren't working. Battery's dead probably. So I took their SD cards out and plugged them into my laptop with a card reader. I also found one more SD card in their case. All 4 of them were barely 8 gigabytes in size. I thought I would see at least 1,000 files comprising of videos and photos from our Europe, Portugal, Spain, and France trips that we did together in 2008. But to my surprise, there were barely over 150. I definitely remember more than that. So I used Recover, a file recovery tool, to scan through those SD cards. And I found 300 more.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
I immediately recovered them. Most of them were videos, so I knew my entire Sunday I was just going to be watching them, but I wasn't complaining though. It was going to be great. We're going to go down memory lane.
Like old memories and stuff.
I started playing them. They were in MPG format and my default player couldn't play them without lag, so I installed VLC. Then it was all fun and games, or so I supposed. So there I was, 24-year-old me, refreshing my memories of Europe and the fun I had with my dad and his supposedly female colleague. She too accompanied us and I always thought she used to do so to discuss work. I was 9. My dad was divorced and my custody was entirely on him. My mom left to another country. As I was playing these videos in order, I found one video and it started off with nothing but a bed.
Oh no.
It looked horrible, probably a cheap hotel they were staying in. I did remember we used to book 2 rooms, one for me and dad and the other for the colleague. And there comes my dad. I would be happy to see him if he weren't butt naked.
No.
Then came his colleague and they did the thing. I immediately watched the whole thing. No. I immediately stopped playing it and was embarrassed as hell, even though I was alone at my house. I skipped over to the other videos, but after a while, I just had to see it. No.
It's like a train wreck. It's a car
I really
crash.
don't know why I'm embarrassed by this. This is basic human behavior. My dad has a life and he was obviously doing things nature had programmed us to do. But still, finding this clip after 15 years is very shocking. Now, at the time, 15 years ago, I was a little upset that mom wasn't there for me. And I used to blame my dad, but he did everything he could to raise me, provide for me, and he never left me out. Maybe you should have left you out. Well, I guess at least he left you out of the
room. Video.
Yeah.
Then he shows it. He's like,
Like,
no.
Turn around, put the blindfold on. In fact, he never used to leave me alone unless he went to work. And at the time I was usually at school, he always treated me like a friend. The video I found made me think, and I thought maybe I should ask him whether he was responsible for the divorce. But then I realized sex isn't something criminal. Humans have needs, and that's okay. After a few hours of thinking, I realized something. I am asexual. So this will definitely hit me harder. I don't understand sexual attraction, but I know for a fact my dad has always done so much for me. This thing I found is completely okay for him to do. So I deleted the video, erased everything from the SD cards, which ensures that the files will no longer be recoverable.
Oh.
Peace out.